Welcome to Breaking the Vow on Strong Island Radio. This is a show where we turn pain into power and find recovery after divorce, separation, and breakups. This is where we push the emotional hang-ups to the side and create a plan to reach our best possible potential. This is where the next chapter starts and how the healing begins. So let's welcome your hosts, Teresa D. and Benny, the life coach.
And guess what? We're back. Welcome to another edition of Breaking the Vow. I am Benny, the life coach, and with me, as always,
Teresa G.
So we're doing it a little differently today. We've had guests on, and for the next couple of shows, we want to go over some of the questions that people have been asking. Some of the questions I'm told people ask are, what are you selling? We're not selling anything. You're welcome to send us money.
Right.
You're welcome to send us money at all times. So that is for sure. But we're not really selling anything per se. We're just trying to create a new way of thinking about life, divorce, how to get through it.
Yeah.
How not to struggle, how to stop living in the emotional mindset and that mental masturbation, that monkey brain that chatters all over the place.
Did you just really say that?
Mental masturbation, it's a real thing.
Get out.
It
What
is.
is the definition of that?
I don't know. They used
Yeah,
to tell.
see, you
they
don't
used
even
to
know
tell
the
me that when
definition.
used to tell me that when I was in treatment. Stop with this mental masturbation.
What does that even mean?
Just stop jerking off. I guess. Just stop.
Listen, I've met jerk-offs, but
Well, just stop torturing yourself. You know, going over the unnecessary. Never play the movie out in your head because it doesn't end well. And a lot of people get stuck in that mindset, like this is what's going to happen, and they create this whole tragedy in their brain, and it's not really
oh
what
God,
happens.
that smells like drama and a headache.
It is. So what are some of these questions? Any stay-at-home moms? I've been married for 6 years and getting a divorce, and I'm not sure what to do or where to go. I don't have a job and haven't for a very long time. We just bought a house last year. I'm not sure what my next move is or should be. Help.
Wow.
Ooh.
That is a loaded question. That's like question upon question.
So the first thing is, I'm not sure where to go. Well, I don't know where you want to go.
Yeah.
You know, where do you
You don't know where you want to go. You can get there by any road.
Yeah. where should I go? Go as far as, you know.
Oh, maybe. I mean, maybe.
Is it dating?
No, it's definitely not dating. It's
Why is it not dating?
It's not dating.
How do you know?
She just got a divorce.
Well, maybe she's ready. Like,
No,
okay. I'm not
No.
suggesting yes or no. I'm just asking.
no, that's
Okay.
not.
Any
what she means.
stay-at-home moms? Yes, they're a stay-at-home mom.
Yes.
Okay. So there's a yes to that one. I've been married for 6 years and getting a divorce, and I'm not sure what to do or where to go. Well, let's answer the
It's
what to
always
do.
best to start at the beginning.
Right. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Well, what do you
maybe
like to do?
she's right. Maybe she's feeling emotional because she's
my
a stay-at-home mom. She's now getting divorced. What the hell?
All right. Well, I like what to do or where to go. Okay. So let's go with that. What to do? What do you like to do? It's really important to replace thought with action. So if you have a hobby, hobbies are pretty cool.
No, I think what to do would mean get a lawyer.
Well, she's divorced.
Oh, she's already
Oh,
divorced?
she's getting a divorce.
She's getting a divorce. So, girl, go get a lawyer.
Yeah, get a good one.
A good lawyer. We can recommend a
Yeah.
couple to you.
Jen, Jean, we have a lot of
We
them.
have a lot of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And interview them. Ask a lot of questions.
Sure. That's
a
man, that makes a
lot
sense.
of questions.
So aside from the legal question of what do I do, because the great thing about a lawyer, what the lawyer is going to do is take the work out of that. They're going to take the emotional work
Some
out of it.
lawyers are going to take.
Some will. Some
Yeah.
will take your money. But we're going to
Right.
have to. That's why it's definitely. It makes good sense to find the right lawyer, the one that you have chemistry with. But now let's put that to the side. What else is there? I don't know what to do or where to go.
Well, she's been a stay-at-home mom, so she kind of feels lost. Like we've talked about before. Like she's defined as being the mom.
Right. So
She needs to find who she really is. She's not just the mom. She
No.
needs to go out and get a job, she says.
yeah, actually, you know what? That's a really small point. You are more than a stay-at-home mom, by the way.
Yes.
You are-
Always.
Whatever your first name is, that's who you are. Not a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
You are Julie, Jody, Joni,
Right.
whomever your name is. That's who you really are.
Right.
Secondly, what to do or where to go. What do you enjoy? It's very important to understand what you like to do, because if you deprive yourself of the things you enjoy doing, because for some reason you have to listen, no one has to fall on their sword. That's not what divorce is. You're not falling on your sword. You don't have
Right.
to be a victim. Remember, no victims, only volunteers. Do not volunteer to be the victim.
Right.
Allow yourself to the empowerment to choose what you want to do. Right? So okay, so now
Now she says she just bought a house. We just bought a house last year. Okay, that's wonderful. We love that. Stay in your home with your children.
okay, so you're telling her to stay in a home with the children.
Absolutely. What you want to keep it as normal as possible, especially for them.
Okay, no, that I understand. That I understand. But but at some point, a social life, you have to have that.
Yeah, but as a mom, I'm only speaking from experience. Your children come first.
100%.
The
your
social
children
life, the social life gets put on the back burner.
But you've learned a way to have both a social life
Yes,
and a family life.
it takes a while.
It took time, right?
Oh, a long time, yeah.
So what are the things that get between that sense of freedom to understand how to balance both a home life
Well,
and a
because you
social life?
have these little humans that depend on you for everything.
Uh-huh.
Everything.
And they call you for everything
everything.
every 2 seconds.
Yes.
Mom,
Every 30
Mom?
seconds.
Mom,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mom, she hit me.
And the
Mom.
older they get and the more they become independent, you can loosen the strings a little bit. And you have to learn to balance.
So how would you recommend someone that needs a sense of social activity, but yet they have younger children? Because if you don't enjoy yourself, being a mom can be a thankless job.
It is.
So if you don't have a way to enjoy yourself, it makes that job harder.
It does.
Yeah, that's what I would think. So, okay, how do you create that balance? Well, the great thing I would suggest is I would look at my social network. Who are my friends? Do they have children? Can we have play dates? I understand it's
we used to do mommy and me groups.
it's
you
hard because of
meet-
COVID now.
Right, I know, but you meet a lot of moms that are going through the same thing you're going through. It's it's like an identity crisis. It really is.
I can get that.
It is. It's a complete
Yeah,
identity.
who am I
crisis.
now?
Exactly.
Who am I
Who
now?
am I now?
Yeah, I still don't know who I am now.
Me
so
neither.
I'm
Who
working on it.
knows?
All right, so then, okay, what's the other part of that question now?
Stay-at-home mom, been married for 6 years, getting a divorce. I'm not sure what to do or where to go. I don't have a job and haven't for a very long time. Just bought a house last year. I'm not sure what my next move is or should be. Help.
Okay, here's your move. List your resources. Create a resource list.
Yes.
Find out who's in your corner. Find out what you have, and also realize who your home team is. And that doesn't have to mean everyone, because one thing we've learned on this show is everybody has an opinion.
Everyone.
Everyone's going to tell you what to do. Create that home team who is limited to a certain amount of people, because you don't need to hear everybody's opinion.
No.
But you
It'll
do
just confuse you.
Right.
It's like going on Google.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot.
Yes.
Google is the worst, and like
Yeah,
WebMD.
Google's your enemy.
Yeah, it's like going. I remember
Yeah.
I felt a bump and I went on.
Oh,
WebMD. I
God,
thought I was
you're
gonna-
dying.
I thought I was going to die.
You went on WebMD. You're
Yeah, I
dead.
was like, everything.
You're dead. You should have died 3 years ago.
I should have died a lot of times, but yeah, no. All roads lead to like cancer and AIDS on that. I
Yes.
mean, So the internet is not always your friend.
No.
It really isn't. So like, learn who your circle of influence is, and also gravitate to the people that you feel most empowered by.
Yeah.
And if you don't have anyone, consider finding professional help. It is not
Talk therapy. That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Find
therapy.
a therapist. Talk it out.
Find a coach.
Yes. Just saying. Find a coach.
Just saying.
Just putting that out there.
Just putting that out there. But as a coach, what coaches do and why we differ from therapists is we don't treat or judge or diagnose.
Kind of like us.
Right. We just get you from point A to point B. What do you want to do? I want to feel better. Okay. What do we have to do to make that happen? So there's certain things you start weighing out.
Yes.
We're gonna go to a break, and then we're gonna come back, and so we're gonna talk about that. How do you weigh out your options? How do you give a scale?
We also have to take more questions.
Oh yeah,
a lot of them here.
There are. There are more than I thought would be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Questions.
So we're gonna take our break, and we will see you in about 2 minutes.
Pay some bills. Hey Ben, did you know 65% of people have curly hair, and the biggest problem that holds them back from embracing their curl is?
Frizz.
Yes.
Frizz.
Good job.
I pay attention.
Do. Curl Evolution in Babylon Village is solving that problem as Long Island's top curly salon.
No more frizz.
No more frizz.
Okay.
They specialize in cuts and colors just for curls. But what's different about this salon is that you don't just get a haircut, you have an entire experience.
I like that.
Yeah. A customized lesson of how to style your unique texture, as well as a deep treatment to hydrate curls and reduce frizz.
So I have watched people with curly hair literally destroy their hair because they wanted it to look better, and then it just looked worse.
Right.
So here's a silly question. Why not just go to the people that do it like professionally?
Curl Evolution.
I would go there.
You should.
I will.
233 East Main Street, Babylon Village, New York, 11702, 631-422-4200.
Nice. So, 631 Tire and Wheel at 666 West Hoffman Avenue, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757. That's 631tire.com at 631-412-5165. You ask for Tommy. You tell him Teresa D or Benny the Life Coach sent you. Trust me when I tell you, he will solve all of your tire needs.
Oh, Ben, didn't some guy call you?
He did. This is the guy for the boat, the ATV, and
Yes,
the wave runner and all
the
that
patio
stuff.
furniture. He's like selling everything, right?
He's looking to get out of Dodge. So he said, hey, he called me and I go, how you doing, buddy? He goes, I listened to what you said. I went to rap-america.com. I found out what to do. I got these wraps with reusable zippers, covers. I covered everything. The guy, Tommy, was like the nicest guy to deal with.
Of course he is.
And of course, who helped him? He mentioned your name, not mine. And he goes, I'm sure he likes you too.
I love that, Tommy.
He likes Teresa more than he likes you. Either way, he called 516-830-0040, asked for Tommy, and all of his needs were taken care of.
Hey, Ben, are we getting out of here on time today?
No.
It's
But
your
wait
fault.
a second, it is. I keep messing up on a lot of things, folks. I know you're listening at home, but I mess up. I make mistakes. And you know why? It's because I'm hungry.
Yes.
I'm hungry, so
No, you get hangry.
I do get hungry.
You do.
You get frustrated.
I do. You're right.
You've thrown things at me in the studio.
I have.
Once or twice, maybe 3 times or more. But I have a solution. I think if we eat a good lunch, so if we go to Giovanni's Pizza, by the way, did you bring your dad home the chicken
Farm, yes.
He loves
His
that.
favorite.
I think
Yes.
Gio knows that.
Yeah, Gio knows that.
It's
Makes
a
it
great.
special just for him.
So, guys, I'm letting you know right now. Giovanni's Pizza, 1009 Little East Neck Road, West Babylon, New York, 11704, 669-9507. We are open, says they. Give them a call. So I want to get personal for a second. Not that we don't get personal on the show anyway. There is a 501c3 not-for-profit corporation helping children and families with unfortunate and unforeseen circumstances in Long Island. So HopeFloatsLongIsland.org helped me when I was doing an event for children with pediatric cancer. And half the people that were supposed to help us backed out.
Yeah.
And we were on this beach.
I get it.
We have all these people coming, and everyone's coming to help us, and the vendors that were supposed to be there didn't show up. Hope Floats Long Island not only touched my heart, but they made the event happen.
Yeah.
And no one else knew. I had a heart attack, but the show went on, and that
Yes,
was
it
like the
did.
greatest thing. So that's www.hopefloatsli.org, and you can email Teresa at hopefloatsli.org.
And we're back.
All right, so now we were talking before we go into some of the questions. Very simple. What are the things?
Nothing's ever simple with you.
Well, it
especially.
is. It
Simplicity
really is.
not in your vocabulary.
Well, let's think of it this way. You have stressors in your life. You have things that benefit you. Let's identify the stressors. Let's identify the things that benefit you. Let's do a resource list. Let's do something what are the things that if they weren't in your life anymore, you would be better off with? And when you start weighing that out, I argue with my daughter when she was younger. I used to argue with her. And was that beneficial to me? Absolutely not.
No.
Actually, it created more damage
Right.
than I could ever possibly comprehend. And would my life have been better if I learned to communicate differently? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So let's break everything down. Communication.
I don't want to have a breakdown.
I've-
Not today.
We had
Not
the
today.
breakdowns. So communication from 0 to 5. 5 is at your best, 0 is at your worst. Where is your communication level? And now you could start listing people.
I think it depends on who the person is.
All right, so you could say family, children, friends.
And you can even break down family.
Right, well, you have to. So the list can go on. So communication. Then let's go support. 0 to 5. 5 being most supported, 0 obviously being the least supported. So if I say I'm at a 3, okay, well, what takes away from my level of support? And then I could say, well, what took away from my level of support was my belief system and my thought process. So, like, I used to believe that the mother of my child was against me, that she did have her own agenda. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But because I paid so much attention to that,
To her agenda.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
forgot my own agenda.
Yeah. I could see that happening.
That's what happens. When you start paying attention to everything, you start the first person that doesn't support you is you.
Right.
Secondly, who else do you need support from?
Mm-hmm.
Friends, family, therapists.
Friends
Doctor.
that become family.
Yeah, well, in the divorce world, you are going to meet people that became family.
Of course.
Like Jen is family,
Yeah.
Gene is family.
Yeah.
And I will not, by the way, answer who was a better guest or my more favorite. I love
They
you.
so want you to answer that question.
I love you both equally.
I know.
Different people. You're
I
two
know.
different people that both came.
No, I love them both equally.
So I don't. I do.
You do.
I do. I do. I totally do.
Okay.
I do. I think they both came in. They both had great shows,
Right.
right? So I love you both equally. I'm not saying. I will not give into that. All right. So let's take another question.
Okay.
Oh, we're flipping the page. Ooh. What's
Okay.
the one in big letters? That one
This one,
scares
I
me.
know that one scares me too. We're gonna do that one last.
Okay.
Okay, so this is from Elise. That moment you realize after lying about his girlfriend and probably was with her when he used to say he was hanging out with friends from work, and
God.
their affair probably started way earlier than you thought. Trying hard to forgive it. Anyone else have the cycle of forgiving that's getting angry and on and on?
So I think they talk about divorce being like a death, right?
Yeah.
And you go, so like you have that cycle of loss.
Yes.
I think that cycle keeps happening if you keep toying with it,
Of course.
right?
I mean, you have two choices. When there's infidelity, either I don't think that there's a gray area. I think you either forgive or you don't.
Well, the gray areas you didn't. If
do you
you've forgiven, you're not thinking, I forgive, I just didn't forget.
But what kind of a statement is that?
It's an angry one.
Yeah.
It's someone that's still pissed off,
True.
right?
So then you didn't forgive.
No, well, what is it really? Is it that you didn't forgive, or is that you still have feelings? So if you have feelings, you want to have accountability for those feelings. And then there's also let's what is it when you find out someone cheated on you? I remember finding out someone cheated on me, and I felt like an idiot.
You were preaching to the choir.
I was like, oh my God. And I stayed twice. I'll never forget it. And I just felt so stupid. And it wasn't even that they cheated on me. That was such a violation. I mean, that was, but really
Right.
what it was is the problems I had of not being enough.
Oh, okay.
See,
But
I had to get over that.
right, and you had to get over that. But here's the thing. If you're believing that he's cheating on you and that he's also lying about it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm going to call it women's intuition.
Yeah,
You know
yous
it in
know.
you know it in your
You
gut.
know.
You know it. So at that point, you know it already.
Sure.
Elise, I'm going to tell you you have the answer already. What you need to do is figure out if you want to work through that or if you want to cut ties. So there's no gray area in between there.
So, Elise, going back to those charts that we talk from 0 to 5, weigh your life out. What do you want? Do you want the marriage to stay or to go? From 0 to 5. 0 being not at all, 5 being 100%. Okay, now, what is your level of faith that you can work through this? No, wait. What is your level of faith that you want to work through this from 0 to 5? Then what is your level of faith that you can work through this? Once you start calculating this, you start to
Yeah.
realize where your head is. Again, we go back to that word mental masturbation.
Oh my God, I hate that term.
Maybe so, but stop toying with your thinking. We have to
Right.
be clear because
Right. You can't go back and forth on this issue.
well, are they divorced? And she can't get over it?
Well, yeah, obviously she's divorced if she's contacting us. She just can't get over it, I guess.
Well, what would it look like to create a new lifestyle now? So rather than living in the rearview mirror,
Never live in the rearview mirror, by the way. That never fucking works.
no. I just want to point out that I still have not cursed on the air. I still haven't done it. And I have a bad mouth, but I still haven't done it. That being said, you got to know me a little better, folks. Sorry.
Yes,
So
you
so
do.
so if you live in the rearview mirror, okay, how's that working out for you?
Right. It's
You know,
not working, is my guess.
So secondly, how are you ever going to eventually move on and choose a new partner in your life? Because you're always going to be thinking of and comparing to and
Yes.
and focusing on that, right?
Yes.
So you do have the right to be happy, correct?
Everybody has the right to be happy.
So you didn't get divorced to stay miserable. You got divorced because it's over, correct?
Right.
All right. So then I think the question is, what do I do because I still have this process going on, right?
Yeah, I guess she wants to know if, like, how do you handle that?
Stop making his
She's try-
mistakes
right,
about you.
She's trying hard to forgive, is what she's saying.
Well,
but
stop making his mistakes about you.
yeah,
These are his mistakes. You don't have to adopt them or own
No,
them.
you don't.
They don't belong to you.
Right.
He made a mistake. You've separated. If you're still hurting, I do not diminish anyone's feelings. I understand.
No, they're feelings and they're yours.
Right. And you're entitled to them.
Yes.
How beneficial are they? Right? You obviously don't want this because that's why you're reaching out for help. So then what are you going to do? Which direction do you want to go? If you don't want to live in this, then learn to change, replace thought with action. Start moving in a different direction.
Right.
And above all, people hate when I say this. Learn to forgive yourself for what happened that you had no responsibility for.
Yeah, you could not have controlled that. How could you possibly have controlled the cheater?
Right. Well, exactly. So he was
going to do it no matter what.
right. And listen, I would love to tell you that I've always been this stand-up great guy. I was not.
You weren't. But
I wasn't mean about it, by the way. I never lied. I never lied to get sex.
You were never.
I never lied. I never did. I was blatantly obvious and honest.
You're pretty much always up front. Like,
no,
you're no bullshit type of person.
I wouldn't have brought me home to mom or anything like that back then. But the truth is, like, just be honest. Just be honest with yourself.
Right.
You're hurt. You're hurt. That's
Right.
what's happening. You're hurt. You were violated. You were betrayed, and you gave so much of yourself to someone. It's an insult, man.
Yes.
I get it. But how long do you want to hold that bag for?
Yeah, just stop holding on to it. Stop
Right.
holding on to it.
So,
That's only going to eat you up, not anyone else.
and then when people say, okay, just let it go, I hated when people told me that.
Yeah, because you let go
What does
of
that
it in
mean?
your own time.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
So replace thought with action. Find a passion. Find something else that creates so much meaning that it becomes a distraction and eventually
Yes.
a replacement.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to our next little break, and we're going to come back. I don't want to do the big worded question.
Yeah. Not yet. We'll see
all
that for the
capitals,
end.
all capitals, and exclamation points. I don't know if I'm ready for that one.
I don't know.
But we'll do that one.
But it's all in caps.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, we'll do this one next.
I
How
could
about
read
that?
it. You didn't have to do that.
What?
All right, look at the size of it.
I know.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, folks.
Hey, Ben, did you know 65% of people have curly hair? And the biggest problem that holds them back from embracing their curl is?
Frizz.
Yes!
Frizz.
Good job.
I pay attention.
Do. Curl Evolution in Babylon Village is solving that problem as Long Island's top curly salon.
No more frizz.
No more frizz.
Okay.
They specialize in cuts and colors just for curls. But what's different about this salon is that you don't just get a haircut, you have an entire experience.
I like that.
Yeah. A customized lesson of how to style your unique texture, as well as a deep treatment to hydrate curls and reduce frizz.
So I have watched people with curly hair literally destroy their hair because they wanted it to look better, and then it just looked worse.
Right.
So here's a silly question. Why not just go to the people that do it like professionally?
Curl Evolution.
I would go there.
You should.
I will.
233 East Main Street, Babylon Village, New York, 11702, 631-422-4200.
Nice. So, 631 Tire and Wheel at 666 West Hoffman Avenue, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757. That's 631tire.com at 631-412-5165. You ask for Tommy. You tell him Teresa D or Benny the Life Coach sent you. Trust me when I tell you, he will solve all of your tire needs.
Oh, Ben, didn't some guy call you?
He did. This is the guy for the boat, the ATV, and the Wave Runner and all that
the patio furniture. He's like selling everything, right?
He's looking to get out of Dodge. So he said, hey, he called me and I go, how you doing, buddy? He goes, I listened to what you said. I went to rap-america.com. I found out what to do. I got these wraps with reusable zippers, covers. I covered everything. The guy, Tommy, was like the nicest guy to deal with.
Of course he is.
And of course, who helped him? He mentioned your name, not mine. And he goes, He goes, I'm sure he likes you too. but
I
he
love that, Tommy.
He likes Teresa more than he likes you. Either way, he went to called 516-830-0040, asked for Tommy, and all of his needs were taken care of.
Hey, Ben, are we getting out of here on time today?
No.
It's
But
your
wait
fault.
a second, it is. I keep messing up on a lot of things, folks. I know you're listening at home, but I mess up. I make mistakes. And you know why? It's because I'm hungry.
Yes.
I'm hungry, so
No, you get hangry.
I do get hungry.
You do.
You get frustrated.
I do. You're right.
You've thrown things at me in the studio.
I have.
Once or twice, maybe 3 times or more. But I have a solution. I think if we eat a good lunch, so if we go to Giovanni's Pizza, by the way, did you bring your dad home the chicken
Farm, yes.
He loves
His
that.
favorite.
I think
Yes.
Gio knows that.
Yeah, Gio knows that.
It's
Makes
a
it
great.
special just for him.
So, guys, I'm letting you know right now. Giovanni's Pizza, 1009 Little East Neck Road, West Babylon, New York, 11704, 631-669-9507. We are open, says they. Give them a call. So I want to get personal for a second. Not that we don't get personal on the show anyway. There is a 501c3 not-for-profit corporation helping children and families with unfortunate and unforeseen circumstances in Long Island. So HopeFloatsLongIsland.org helped me when I was doing an event for children with pediatric cancer. And half the people that were supposed to help us backed out.
Yeah.
And we were on this beach.
I get it.
We have all these people coming, and everyone's coming to help us, and the vendors that were supposed to be there didn't show up. Hope Floats Long Island not only touched my heart, but they made the event happen,
Yeah.
and no one else knew. I had a heart attack, but the show went on, and that
Yes,
was
it
like the
did.
greatest thing. So that's www.hopefloatsli.org, and you can email Teresa at hopefloatsli.org. All right, we're back now. I don't even know.
Let me see.
Listen, what is that word?
Let me see.
So people don't spell well, and I don't read well. Is that a word? It's not a word.
Oh, yes, it is.
That's a word.
Well, it is in the online.
Oh, like the LOL category?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm old. I don't know
So
what that is.
STBX means soon to be X.
Soon to... Holy shit. I cursed. But like that was like so cool. Soon to be X. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
STBX means soon to be X.
Yes.
I love you. Whoever wrote that, you have just become my new best friend. I think that is so funny. All right, so what does STBX say?
All right. So my soon to be ex keeps asking what he and our children did to deserve me asking for a divorce.
Okay.
I left because I could not handle the mental abuse anymore, and it was really taking a toll on me being a good mom. He keeps telling me I am ruining our kids' lives, and they didn't ask for this to leave. They didn't ask for anyone to leave, and how dare I do this to them? I know deep I'm making the right choice, but it's constantly telling me these things, trying to make me feel guilty. Is anyone else out there dealing with this?
Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Anytime someone doesn't like what you're going to do, they're going to tell you.
Yeah. It's a
How
blame
can
game. How could you do this to me?
Yeah, totally. How could
How could you do this to me?
I just bashed myself in the face with the microphone. Nobody saw
I
that.
saw
That was
that.
great. So how could you do this to me? I can tell you how you can do this. Simple. When I ask you, hey, how about you don't curse at me? How about you don't call me names? How about you don't treat me this way? I've told you, listen, you have the right to tell people what you need. You have the right to tell people, I don't like to be spoken to that way. If they keep doing that, you have the right to walk away.
Yes, absolutely. You always have a choice.
Thank you. Yes, you do always have a choice.
Yes.
And people don't like when you exercise that choice. Remember, not everyone is going to appreciate the fact that you walk away.
No.
So the very first thing that I wrote in my journal when I decided to write on a daily basis was, my redemption has nothing to do with your response.
Yes.
And why did I say that? Well, obviously because I was living my life for other people
Right.
according to other people's opinions. So the question, do you feel that you made the right choice? Which she says,
She said she's thinking she did make the right choice. She did for her.
okay.
But what she wants to know is she wants to know if she's making the right choice because she's feeling the guilt, I think. Because he's constantly telling her that it's your fault that this happened. It's your fault that this happened. So she feels guilty. And listen, mom guilt is probably the worst kind of guilt you can feel.
I would assume so, since I've never been a mom. I don't know, but I will say this. He doesn't have anything left, so he's got to say
Right.
something, right?
Right.
Like, that to me sounds like something
Right.
like, how can you do this to me?
Yeah,
I'm
and it
poor and
kinda-
homeless now.
Well, now, I mean, the kids are involved. And you have to make it clear to the kids that, she's not leaving her children. She's leaving him.
Well, are the children going with him or her?
Her.
Yeah. So this is
That's always going to be their mom, and that's always going to be their dad.
Right, so
it's
then-
not the children's fault.
no, and I think that's really what I think that's important to say. So what did you just say? It's not the children's fault.
No.
So then, what we'd have to do is reinforce that.
Yes. But he doesn't seem to want to do that. He just seems to want to blame her for ripping the family apart.
Well, okay, so I'm going to venture out and say if you're leaving because Mr. Happy Pants was not necessarily kind to you and he was mentally or emotionally abusive, well, he's saying whatever he can say, but there are bullies need someone to bully.
Yeah.
And if you're not around, then the bully is just alone. The fact that you removed yourself from the equation, there's a Pink Floyd song. It says, "Don't leave me now. Who am I gonna?" Basically, to put through the shredder in front of my friends. You don't need to volunteer to be that person to
No.
be put through a shredder in front of anyone's friends. He needs someone to yell at. That's not your position in life. You got married to have a family, correct? Not married to be mistreated.
Right.
And listen, if you want to work on this, that's different.
Right.
Because then he's not your STBX. I love you for that.
STBX, yes.
STBX. I feel so cool. I'm going to know what someone says.
You're
Because I
cool
got
now.
texts like that before and I
Yeah.
didn't know.
You're cool now.
Almost. I'm working on it.
Okay, good.
There's so many social cues that I never catch up on that I didn't know about.
I know. I had to look all of them up, but
There's no, like, I never knew if a girl blows smoke in your face, that means she's interested.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't, and I can remember several times where,
So you were the schmuck, like, what are you blowing smoke in my face for?
yeah, I started cursing at, I started cursing, and they were like looking at me with this dumbfounded expression, like, why is he yelling at me? And now I realize.
Now you
Listen,
know.
I've never been cool before. I was staying away from that question.
Okay.
All right, so we got a couple of minutes. What's another question?
No, we can't. Oh, wait.
Well, we can.
Hang on.
Hold on. We got another question.
Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
Does anyone else's mother-in-law play into their marriage issues? My
Yes.
husband and I constantly fight, and a huge issue is his mom. I can't stand her. Please help.
So, yes. My mother, God bless the dead, she did, and she didn't mean to. But, listen, everyone's human, and everyone has their agenda. Everyone has their imperfections. I could say there was times where my mother got involved and shouldn't have.
Uh-huh.
So I said, "Ma, stop." And she did. There was one time she got really angry at me for telling her to stop getting involved. And she's like, "Well, I'm your mother." And I said, "Well, it's been a long time since I've been 6. So right now, I need you to stop."
Right.
And I don't know. She didn't talk to me for like a few days.
Yeah, see, I didn't get along with my ex-mother-in-law. Oh, God rest her soul. She's not with
Well,
us anymore.
my mother-in-law now I get along with, but so my previous in-laws, I did not enjoy them quite as much.
Well, you didn't enjoy the marriage either. It was like doomed.
No.
It was doomed before it started.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't really like my in-laws, and
You didn't like anybody. I don't know why you walked down that aisle. Why?
made a
Why?
mistake.
Tell me why.
I know why.
Why?
Why did I walk down that aisle?
Yes.
So, I didn't think anyone else would really ever want to marry me. I believed that this was just how it was going to be. Hey, listen, I was sad. I was depressed. I was insecure. I just got into a fight with a bunch of friends, and I was like, might as well. She keeps saying, I want to do this. We might as well do it. So I was like, all right, let's do it.
Wow.
And I remember walking down the aisle going, holy shit, everyone shut up. And then I remember thinking, like, wow, this is really happening. My mother was walking me down the aisle. My aunt was walking. God bless them both. And my mother was like, all right. And I remember having a conversation with my cousin. I was like, what would you do if I just, like, turned around?
Hightailed it out the door.
He goes, nobody would stop you.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm telling you right now.
No one would stop you.
No one's going to stop you. If anyone goes to stop you, I got him.
That's funny because my father actually asked me, he's like, listen, it's never too late. I don't care if we're halfway down the aisle. You let me know. We'll turn around.
I think my wife, because she was married before, I think her father might have said that to her. Like, let's just keep going.
Yeah, my father said that.
You know
worry.
so
he goes, I don't care about these people here. You want to go, we'll go.
You know what? I think we get into these relationships, and sometimes my choice selection was because, well, she liked me, so that was like pretty cool. I did like her. I did like my ex-wife a little when we first met, but like everything just became something that I wasn't prepared for.
Right.
And what I did wrong in that is I really unfortunately made her pay for a bunch of my insecurities, and I really mistreated her, and I have apologized for that 100%.
Mm-hmm. And did she accept your apology? Because that's important too.
My apology wasn't necessarily for her to accept it. It's because it needed to be said.
You're right. I'm not saying that. But
No.
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 Okay.
There's certain things you don't come back from.
Yeah, it's true.
And you have to accept that.
Yes.
For example, the one with the cheating, that guy has to understand certain things you don't come back from. And mental abuse, emotional abuse, sometimes you can't fix that.
Right. Sometimes you can't. You're right.
You can you crinkle a paper so much, no matter how much you try to straighten it, it's still crinkled.
Still crinkled. Yeah.
Boundaries. Once you ruin a boundary or you violate a boundary, there's no coming back.
Right.
I don't think so. But that was a good question. I still want to stay away from this one. That's such a big one. I'm not even gonna read it.
That's really
she
long.
Said, "Ooh, lordy lord."
Yeah.
All right, let's do. We want to do a quick commercial.
Yeah, we got to do commercial now.
All right, so we're gonna do a commercial, and then we're gonna. I don't know. We'll do it. We're gonna do the big one next.
Be back soon. Hey Ben, did you know 65% of people have curly hair, and the biggest problem that holds them back from embracing their curl is
frizz.
Yes.
Frizz.
Good job.
I pay attention.
Do. Curl Evolution in Babylon Village is solving that problem as Long Island's top curly salon.
No more frizz.
No more frizz.
Okay.
They specialize in cuts and colors just for curls. But what's different about this salon is that you don't just get a haircut, you have an entire experience.
I like that.
Yeah. A customized lesson of how to style your unique texture, as well as a deep treatment to hydrate curls and reduce frizz.
So I have watched people with curly hair literally destroy their hair because they wanted it to look better.
Yes.
And then it just looked worse.
Right.
So here's a silly question. Why not just go to the people that do it like professionally?
Curl Evolution.
I would go there.
You should.
I will.
233 East Main Street, Babylon Village, New York, 11702, 631-422-4200.
Nice. So, 631 Tire and Wheel at 666 West Hoffman Avenue, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757. That's 631tire.com at 631-412-5165. You ask for Tommy. You tell him Teresa D or Benny the Life Coach sent you. Trust me when I tell you, he will solve all of your tire needs.
Oh, Ben, didn't some guy call you?
He did. This is the guy for the boat, the ATV, and
Yes.
the Wave Runner and all
the
that
patio furniture. He's like selling everything, right?
stuff. He's looking to get out of Dodge. So he said, hey, he called me, and I go, how you doing, buddy? He goes, I listened to what you said. I went to rap-america.com. I found out what to do. I got these wraps with reusable zippers, covers. I covered everything. The guy Tommy was like the nicest guy to deal with,
Of course he is.
and of course, who helped him. He mentioned your name, not mine, and he goes, I'm sure he likes you too. but
I
he
love that, Tommy.
He likes Teresa more than he likes you. Either way, he called 516-830-0040, asked for Tommy, and all of his needs were taken care of.
Hey, Ben, are we getting out of here on time today?
No.
all
But
your
wait
fault.
a second, it is. I keep messing up on a lot of things, folks. I know you're listening at home, but I mess up. I make mistakes. And you know why? It's because I'm hungry.
Yes.
I'm hungry, so
No, you get hangry.
I do get hungry.
You do.
You get frustrated.
I do. You're right.
You've thrown things at me in the studio.
I have.
Once or twice, maybe 3 times or more. But I have a solution. I think if we eat a good lunch, so if we go to Giovanni's Pizza, by the way, did you bring your dad home the chicken
Farm, yes.
He loves
His
that.
favorite.
I think
Yes.
Gio knows that.
Yeah, Gio knows that.
It's
Makes
a
it
great.
special just for him.
So, guys, I'm letting you know right now. Giovanni's Pizza, 1009 Little East Neck Road, West Babylon, New York, 11704, 631-669-9507. We are open, says they. Give them a call. So I want to get personal for a second. Not that we don't get personal on the show anyway. There is a 501c3 not-for-profit corporation helping children and families with unfortunate and unforeseen circumstances in Long Island. So HopeFloatsLongIsland.org helped me when I was doing an event for children with pediatric cancer. And half the people that were supposed to help us backed out.
Yeah.
And we were on this beach.
I get it.
We have all these people coming, and everyone's coming to help us, and the vendors that were supposed to be there didn't show up. Hope Floats Long Island not only touched my heart, but they made the event happen.
Yeah.
And no one else knew. I had a heart attack, but the show went on, and that
Yes,
was
it
like the
did.
greatest thing. So that's www.hopefloatsli.org, and you can email Teresa at hopefloatsli.org. Oh God! All right, she said
You're reading that question?
this is. I could see it without my glasses. That's
That's
how big it was.
good.
She said, where I messed up is that I continued looking for happiness with the person who was taking it away from me. Continued to give chances to someone who had proven to be unworthy of them, and continued to expect a different result from someone who had no plans on changing at all. Okay, so I get that. And I wouldn't say where I messed up. I'm not going to call that a mess up. I'm going to call that something different. Maybe you just wanted it to work, and you gave it your all
Right.
to someone who
Gave it
was,
a shot.
You gave it your all to someone that was incapable of giving back.
Mm-hmm.
That question wasn't half as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's kind of not. It's just
It's
in
actually a
very
good question.
big, bold letters.
Yeah. So I just want you. Maybe they heard me say that I can't see without my glasses.
Maybe.
and they wanted to give it to me. So that's actually a great
Yeah.
question. What I love about that is how you say, you kept on doing the same things and expecting a different result.
Yeah.
That's the definition of insanity, right? And I think,
Yeah.
well, so they say marriage is a sacred institution, correct?
Ah.
So's jail. so I've been in institutions
A
myself.
sacred institution.
Yeah, I've been in some institutions myself, and some
Yeah.
of them provide medication. I'm just gonna say, listen, you tried. There's
Right, you did. And apparently you gave it your best try. So
right.
There's nothing else to do from there.
No, and
You want to keep giving him chances? That's up to you. But girl, I don't.
What
think
I like
so.
is where I messed up is I
Right.
continued.
Right. So she
That's past
fessed up.
tense.
Right. She fessed
So
up when she messed up.
Right. But you didn't really make a mistake. You tried.
Yeah.
You
You
were-
were
you-
looking
you
for
actually-
happiness with the person who was making you miserable.
Sounds to me like you honored that thing, like to have it to hold until death is
Yeah.
part.
And you tried.
And someone else didn't hold up on their end of the bargain.
Right.
So I think
He
you
didn't
could,
clean up his side of the street.
no. So I think that you could actually kind of cut yourself some slack.
Yeah.
No more beating up.
No.
No more beating up. Okay, good. So, all right, let's. I love that question, by the way. Thank
Yeah.
you for putting it in really big letters. All right, we got one online that was pretty funny. So you want to read that one?
Oh, goodness. Wait, I have to get into it.
I loved it.
Oh, if you.
I love that
Really?
question. Yeah, I love that question. I will not answer it.
If your STBX, soon to be X,
Soon to be ex.
dies, will you go to the funeral?
No, I'm not. We're not friends. We don't get along. I don't wish her any ill will.
Okay, that's great. But what about the kids?
Well, so since that side of the family has preferred for me to stay away, I'm going to honor and respect what they wanted.
Okay.
It was told to me to stay away. By the way, I'm not like a serial murderer. I wasn't an abuser. It just the divorce went poorly. I fed into certain arguments that were not beneficial to me in the long run. And I held on to the fights and I kept on fighting and fighting and fighting. And then you know what? In the end, even if I had a point, even if I was right, even if I wanted to be validated, I was wrong. And I'll tell you why. There's not really, first of all,
Now,
there's no-
would you mourn the loss?
would I mourn the loss of my
Yes.
ex? I mean, I'm not wishing death on anybody.
No,
but
no, no, no.
would it affect me? Would it hurt me?
Yeah.
It would hurt me no different than it would hurt to know anyone died. I don't want people dying.
Yeah.
Well,
true.
death has become like the new normal now, unfortunately.
I know.
COVID has really changed a lot
Yeah.
of things. I wouldn't say anything. I would just, I would, even though my daughter has chosen to go a different direction, I would reach out and say, I'm here for you,
Right, if you need
that's it.
anything. Okay.
And I think that would be my move. So the greatest thing, someone sent me a picture of a dirty algae pool, like a greenish water pool, like like right when you open the pool for the season. And it was a sunny day. And this question to me was so silly. Would you swim in the pool or take your ex back? I think
Get me a fucking bathing suit.
give me a cup, I'll drink it. Like the reason why there's a STBX is because there's an X in front of
Right.
it for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll go to the bottom where
Yes.
the soupiest greenness
Yes.
is. I will drink that all the live long day before that. And you know what? If you asked her, she would say the same thing.
Right.
It's not a mean spirited thing. It's,
No, it-
why
it
would
is
I
what
go
it
back
is.
with something that didn't work?
Right.
Some of these questions are great. Like, would you sleep in a haunted house or go back with your ex-wife? Which one? I am hanging out with Freddy Krueger,
Right.
Jason, Michael Myers, all at the same time.
Yes.
Before going back into a life that didn't work for me. Why would you? I mean, all right, that is crazy.
Ooh, do you believe?
Uh oh.
Do you believe that after 10 years together and 5 years married, that this can be done amicably?
The divorce?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't believe that for a second.
Hey, it depends. Like there's certain people I know people that have gotten divorced and they're like still good friends.
Okay.
If there's kids involved, it definitely blurs the lines. But
Yes.
there even still, I know people who are divorced that get along very well with their exes. There are people that
I mean, listen, I had gotten along with a lot of my exes. They weren't ex-husbands, but they were exes, and I'm still friends with them.
right. Well, this situation had some different stressors in your life.
Yeah.
So there's a reason. I always say it. There's a reason why there's an X in front
Yeah.
of the statement.
Yeah, an X is an X for a reason.
Right. Now, can it be done amicably? Yes. The answer is yes. But, we had a judge on last week, and the judge says both people have to lose, and
Yeah.
it's okay to lose.
If you're both not happy, then you've done something right.
Right. But if you're just well, I'm gonna make him and put him through the grinder. Well, then you got a long day.
You
in
got a
court.
long haul.
And you also got an expensive haul.
Oh, expensive. Yes.
So they say, was it Gene?
What?
I don't know. It was Gene or Jen. Which one? I think they both said it. You want, hashtag cheap divorce. Put your kids first.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh no, that wasn't. That was Anne-Marie.
That was Anne-Marie. You're right. It was.
She's
the attorney for the child.
I am impressed with me.
Yeah.
I
You
am.
remembered that.
I'm impressed with me a lot, but this one.
Oh, God.
This one really did. So wait, put your kids first.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Now, put your pride on the shelf. If you're going to be like, well, I want this, and in fairness, and it is pretty funny when when we entered into the divorce together, I got an apartment, and she gave me back the towels that I had when we were initially together. They had holes in them. I go, what the hell did you? She's like, I gave you back your towels. I'm like, those are the towels you had when you met me. I'm like, they had holes in them. You have a plethora of towels. Give me some towels. She's like, well, I bought you dinnerware. I go, you bought me service from 4. It was from Walmart. It was $12.99, and I know that because I saw it, thinking I'm gonna have to buy that freaking thing for myself.
Yes.
And she's like, oh. Meanwhile, our everyday dishware was more expensive than our china.
Yeah.
She had expensive taste and she has great taste, more to a point, great, good. But that whole stuff, if you're not willing to split things commonly and evenly and be like, hey, listen, let's work this out. If you're not interested in that, you got a fight ahead of you.
Yeah, you got a big fight and an expensive fight.
Mm-hmm. So you're either going to lose here or spend money to get that back.
Yeah.
So maybe it's better just to let that go.
Yeah, I'm thinking. But however, then you get the flip side of that where all the ex wants to do is fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't fix jerk off. I think that's a great way to say that, right?
Yeah.
If someone wants to fight and wants you miserable,
Yeah.
well, what goes around comes around for that person.
Yeah.
I think there are people that just want to fight.
Yeah.
They want you. I'm miserable, therefore you
have to be miserable.
too. But so what I would say to that is, don't give in to that. I don't have conversations. I let lawyers talk for me.
Yeah, but sometimes.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
But if I speak, I'm going to misspeak easily.
Yeah.
It's very easy for me to lose.
Yes, it is.
I could lose.
Yeah, you could.
I could. Everyone can. I'm not above getting shaken. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
Or I just avoid conversations. I avoid texting, by the way. Texting is the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
Texting and emails because you misread things. So, all right, let's go to a commercial, and then we're gonna do some questions, some more questions, and then we're gonna come to our constructive conclusion. So we're gonna see you guys in about 2 minutes.
Yeah. That was it.
Huh?
That was it.
That was 4. That was segment 4.
That was 4.
That was fucking 4.
Yeah.
You just gotta just.
All right, I'm gonna do a quick one. All right,
No, I'm going to smoke.
right after this, 2 seconds.
Yeah, let him do the ending.
Oh, okay. Got to redo the ending.
New ending.
Just go with it.
Go ahead.
All right, so we're back, and that was really pretty much it. The constructive conclusion that we have today is: don't give in to the fight. Don't let the fight take you over. Don't lose yourself to something that is far beyond your control.
Right.
Other people do what they do. This is how they live. This is how they breathe. They're not going to do what you want them to do. They didn't do it when you were married.
Right. You can't control it.
Chances are they're not going to do it when you're divorced.
No.
So the constructive conclusion is, at the end of each day, just breathe, man.
Right.
Just breathe.
And be thankful that you woke up.
Yeah, because it could be worse. You could still drink the pool water. I don't know what to
Exactly.
tell you, but you could still be being lied to, cheated on, mistreated. The fact that you got up, stood up, and pushed the chair into the table and said, "That's it for me. I'm out." That's something to be proud
Yes,
of.
it is.
That's it for this edition this week, and we will see you next week.
Yes.
Have a good one.